Brother?
Yeah, I'm good, brother. How are you?
Oh, yeah, right, mate. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Really good. I mean, I'm not working at the moment, so that's good. I like working though, I got to say, but yeah, but I also like catching up with family. So that's been the situation, catching up with family and friends.
Well, you need to have a break too, brother. So,
Well,
uh,
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
we always talk about looking after yourself and those sort of things. So, it's got
Yeah,
LB banging around in the background there. So,
yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, that was someone just coming in there. They said go to. Well, I'm in their bedroom, so they've got about how many out there? About six, I suppose, young people. Then you got two more. Yeah, there's probably about 10 people out
oh,
in
nice.
the lounge room. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they said come down to the end here into this bedroom and we'll have a chat. But yeah, no, it's good, mate. Good to see you. Good, time of the year, I suppose. Festive time of the year is probably sometimes the only time families get a chance to get together. For a good occasion.
yeah. Look,
You know what I
you're
mean? Yeah,
spot on, brother. I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Look, and as we always talk about, a lot of times it's at funerals and that you get to catch up. So here's a bit of a chance, to see some loved ones and some friends, and like anyone else you want to see. Make a point of doing it, because there are for some people it's not the happiest of times either, brother. So
no, that's right. And sometimes we can't get home, or sometimes we for whatever reason we can't catch up with their family, and that's a time I suppose where where this sort of stuff comes in handy. Where if you're on Facebook or whatever, get on and bring them up and you know tell them how much you love them, all that kind of stuff. But brother, I'm actually down in on Biripi countries today, so
nice.
I'll acknowledge Biripi country. I'll also want to acknowledge home, I suppose, the Yidinji people and also the Badigal people from the Torres Straits, and also their elders. Elders everywhere, elders here in this part of the world, I suppose, down at near Taree Alba, so Biripi country. So I thought I'd do that straight away because I think that's something that we want to kind of maintain. I know that there's been anyway. We won't talk about that today, but we'll talk about it in the new year because there has been some stuff that's come out um, on the media about not acknowledging country at big events and stuff like that.
That's
So
probably Melbourne Storm, and you're probably right. We're probably better off leaving it to
yeah,
next
that's
year
another
to
subject.
have a
Yeah,
yarn about.
well, let's keep the Christmas sort of families and all that sort of stuff together. But like I said, and you mentioned it earlier as well, just that if you can't get home and it's look after yourselves, make a phone call, grab a friend, whatever at least be with someone during Christmas. You know what I mean? It's always good to do that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
definitely, brother. Yeah, look, I'd like to acknowledge, all the traditional custodians wherever we, meet, work, and play, and like just pay the utmost respect to all our elders, past, present, and any up and coming, and pay big respect to our old people, our ancestors, for getting us where we are today, brother. They fought the hard fight for us to be able to get to do what we both love doing, and that's working in community. And I want to just pay tribute to. It's been we didn't think we had that big a year, but we just finished our thank you letter to everyone, and we were able to put together, where we'd been and all that sort of stuff. And I know you're the same, brother. I mean, we've
yeah,
had massive years, massive year, traveling and working, and so I just want to pay respects to all those places that we've both been, and pay the utmost respects to all those mobs as well, and the ones that are going to we're going to visit as well in 2025 as well.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Um, well, I'm back on Gittable country, so I want to pay tribute to that mob as well and thank them for allowing, me to be here and, grace their beautiful country, because it is beautiful country out here. And I also want to acknowledge my mob, the Muddy people down there in southwestern New South Wales, and just pay the utmost respect to, my grandmother's country down there, brother. So
Yeah, no, good mate. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well said, well said. Yeah, and I think that's I've got to tell you a little story. I went to a shopping centre as we left. Before we left Coffs Harbour, over at Tormino, big shopping centre there. It's got a big Kmart and all that sort of stuff. So we did some last minute shopping. Anyway, fellow come up to me and said, "Oh, what's that about?" And I said, "Oh, it's a podcast that me and this bloke here, JB, I'm CJ, we get and do." And he said, "Oh, can I take a photo?" And he did. Look,
true. Yeah, beautiful.
see, yeah, he took a photo of it. So he's probably watching tonight. So hopefully he is. So I just want to acknowledge that bloke. Say hello to him. I don't know his name, but he just sort of out of the blue came up and said hello.
Now, before we get on to wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and that, it's a fantastic idea, with the to be able to scan the code and just log in that way. We've had so many inquiries with our ute that's set up, with the Midden Bar barcode and all that sort of stuff, and people just come up all the time and comment and want to scan the barcode and have a look, and I just think it's fantastic, brother. And I found my shirt today. I haven't got it on tonight, but yeah, look, I found it again, and I'll be back into it in the new year, brother. So
yeah, definitely, yeah. No, it was good. That was really good to, and someone else came up and said, "What's that all about?" So I guess they're going to share the link. I suppose.
Yeah,
so that's good. Yeah. Hopefully they're on. So just want to big heads up to those guys that were interested enough to just scan that QR code, which is really good. But yeah, look, like I said, we're wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. I see Deborah Doherty saying Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year. I don't know if you've got any other ones there, JB.
I can't see it at the moment, brother, to be honest. So, no, I can't. I can't actually see who's on and who's not on, and
he's not on.
So, but anyone else on there, shout out to us, and it's just fantastic time of year for a lot of people. But as we mentioned before, brother, it's also a sad time for some people as well. So we've got to keep those fellas and girls in mind, and do those check-ins because some people need it, brother. So
well, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because like you say, it's like it's kind of like. Excuse me, I sneeze. Oh, excuse me. It's a bit like when we first started this some years ago now. I can't even remember how long ago it was, but anyway.
Well, I'm going to tell you, brother. In March 2025, it'll be 5 years. So
5 years. That's right. Yeah. Because in February 2025, it'll be 5 years for me without a drink. So sobriety. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So that'll be about right, yeah. But it was like that. I think today and tomorrow and the next day, I suppose, in terms of Christmas, we were faced with that sort of situation back 5 years ago, where families couldn't get together. They
definitely
they were kept apart. There was all this quarantine going on as well as a lot of isolation and happening, and it's not nice, and it wasn't nice during COVID, and it's not nice during Christmas as well if you can't get together.
Yeah.
So,
and that's a lot of that time too, brother. I mean, firstly, I don't want to gloss over what you said about February 2025. It'll be 5 years since you've had a drink. I think that is a massive effort, and I just think that you need to be applauded on that because it's something that takes a lot of effort to do, and we all like to sit around and have a drink or two or whatever, and I think it's just a massive effort, brother. And I applaud you on that. So
thanks, brother. Yeah, thanks. Look, I get inspired by fellas like Warren Towney and
definitely,
young fella Mulholland as well. They're giving up all those addictions that they had, and it's just amazing, And I think that it's not that I Yeah, someone just asked me before because I'm down here and they said, "Oh, you want a beer, Charlie?" I said, "Oh, no, brother, I don't." He said, "You're still not drinking?" I said, "Yeah, I'm still not drinking." So that's okay, and I don't feel like a drink. You know what I mean? So he's got me some cans of Coke and stuff, and I said, "Oh yeah, I can't drink this stuff too much." But anyway, that'll do me. At least it's a little bit social, you know. And but
Yeah,
that's what
I
it's
feel
all
like,
about.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's what it's all about. Catching up with family and friends, and
yeah,
we had a great time in Coffs Harbour. Caught up with a whole heap of friends. Caught up with their children, not children anymore. They're all adults.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So now they're they're adults and yeah, living good lives and just asking them what they were doing and how they're going, how they're coping, what's life for them, and the same vice versa. They were asking us, what are we doing, all that kind of stuff. So it's really important that when we do get together like this, I guess it's all about catching up, I suppose. Um, just got himself put in. Oh, Deborah. Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, Deborah, I'll just read your message out just there. My wayward son just got himself put in the Brisbane Correctional Centre 2 days ago, 15th of January, before he gets out. He has chosen to live on the streets because of his addictions. I've always checked on him, fed him, but never supported money-wise his addictions. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? And that's a really difficult situation, Deborah. I'm not sure what obviously there's things that are happening in his life and in your family's life. It's a bit of a hard one to sort of but to be away during Christmas is something that really hurts a lot of people, a lot of families. Yeah.
Yeah, I look. I mean, look. My heart goes out to you, Deb, and your son as well. And well, hopefully this is something that he needs just to get himself back on track. And look, we see it all the time. I mean, it's so heartbreaking, to be honest. To see this sort of thing happen. So, look, we're with you, Deb. Our hearts go out to you, and look, it's already been a hard time. I mean, we've had a lot of calls come in, like for people just needing to have a yarn and talk about what's going on in their lives and those sort of things, and missing loved ones, like siblings and mum and dad, and even children, that have passed as well. So it is it's such a hard time for a lot of people that you know
Mm.
we're here to say Merry Christmas to everyone, but we do actually understand about how hard it is for a lot of people
Mm.
to get through this period, if you like, CJ. So
Yeah, true, mate. Yeah, look, before we left last Friday to come down to Brisbane and to end up here at Alba, we had a funeral. So it's like my cousin's wife who passed away, and now when we're talking about this, I'm thinking about my cousin. You know what I mean, and her and
yeah,
their children. Without their mum for Christmas, first time for, especially for their children. You know what I mean? She's always been there for them every Christmas. So yeah, it can be a difficult time for a lot of people, and that's where I think as friends and family, we need to wrap our arms and wrap our arms around those that have lost others and those who can't be with family today or tomorrow or the next day, that type of stuff. So it's really important, I suppose. So uh, um, I remember my father-in-law actually. He every Christmas he'd invite what did he call them? Uh, he called them like orphans or whatever. He called them like people that didn't have anywhere to go. So he'd invite them all around his place. He'd cook up a big
yeah,
thing, and he'd everyone would get together and catch up and get to know each other, all that sort of stuff over a meal, and that was pretty good. I think we need to get more of my father-in-laws out there somewhere who can do that kind of stuff and get people in, that have
we
got nowhere to go.
well, that takes a special person, to be able to
Yeah,
do that. Like it's just just amazing for someone to be able to do that. And if we could all be a little bit like that, it'd probably help in some way. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, look, I mean, we don't want to dwell on the sadness either, but we do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and thanks for being there, supporting us on this journey, CJ, because
Yeah.
it is something, like when you're able to have those yarns and talk to people about how long we've actually been on. People are amazed, brother, and
Oh, definitely.
and how we started as well. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's something that I'm certainly, and I know you are as well, really proud of, and like we're hoping that it goes another 5 years as well. So
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah, definitely, JB. Yeah, yeah. That's really nice. And Deborah, yeah, to have his brother and the two sisters there with you as well, supporting you over this time, I suppose. And maybe I'm not sure how you can reach out to him, or whether you can reach out to him while he's in the correction centre there. But maybe there's some way of doing that. But hopefully there is. But yeah, like you say, JB, we're kind of really. Yeah, I think we've, it's been great. It's weird, isn't it? We come up with some idea that yeah, let's get together and have a yarn every Monday, just catching up, and we do that, and it's good for us to do that because we, obviously work in similar places, but in different regions and communities. We have our own struggles in terms of
oh, definitely,
life and health
yeah,
and all that kind of stuff, and relationships and stuff. So it's good for me and you to get together just to have a chat, and I guess that it kind of tells everyone that they're not alone in this world. I suppose that um, others like ourselves, we're sort of all come from all live that life that even though some might think that we're we're good because we're up here doing this sort of stuff, but we go through a whole lot of stuff as well. So it's good that we check in with each other, and that's what we did, I suppose. Initially it was to really check in on each other to see how we were going, and because of COVID, and it's just carried on over the last 4 and a bit years, I suppose.
yeah. Look, you're spot on, brother. I mean, because it was, like originally set up because of COVID, and we just happened to bump it into each other. I know we've told this story probably 100 times, but it's just amazing. We ran into each other. We hadn't seen each other for a while, and a lot of the world was in lockdown and those sort of things, and we weren't able to get into communities, to do our work and what we're normally doing. So we were at home as well, even though we weren't in lockdown on the Gold Coast. But it was still, we couldn't get out to fulfil our passion, what we do in communities and those sort of things. So to be honest, I was really struggling. I was really struggling at that time, and my mental health wasn't probably the best. And I know you tell that same story as well. And
Yeah, definitely.
just to get on here and have those yarns, and see people putting up their comments, and and then having guests come on and talk about their lives, what they're doing well, because basically what we're talking about is this is all about self care, but it's about celebrating what we all do well. Because we do hear a lot of the negative stuff that goes on in communities across Australia and the world as well. And it's just two fellas young, and that's what we called it. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, mate. Yeah.
it's sort of stuck. So
Mm,
look, I'm
yeah.
really proud of it, and I know
Yeah.
how many people have come together
Mm.
because of it as well, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
something
Yeah.
special.
I think, yeah, it is something special, mate, and we really need to, when we do get together, and like me and JB here, and also guests and some of the audience, I suppose, it's for us, we don't take that for granted, I guess. We know that it's important for everyone, you know what I mean? And it is special because, if we can connect with someone, I mean, someone can connect with what we're talking about, that's a special thing, you know what I mean? It's really, It's really, it's not just like I said. We don't take it for granted. We don't, people who come in and like Deborah here today to open up and let us know what's happening in her life is really special. And I
Yeah.
really thank Deborah for believing in us, I suppose, because we're really humbled to have that privilege for you to do that, and to feel safe with talking to us about it, really, and but yeah, look, yeah, that'll be great. And even though you say there now you're going to try and get a call up set up for over Christmas, that's fantastic. We really need, it's really important that we support each other, and obviously your family support your son. So it'd be a good thing to do. Um, and and it kind of, what I reckon, it's when someone, when they say you don't know what you got until it goes away and
Yeah.
comes back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing, and that we can still connect and kind of realize how special that is when we do connect. We can do it every day and think it's just the run of the mill type of stuff, but it's really important that it makes it something special. If we can consider that something special, then that's going to help each other. We're going to be able to help each other along the way. Yeah.
It, and I think the other thing too there, CJ, is that like we, we've done a lot of work in the prison system as well, and to see a lot of lads, a lot of girls in prison for the silly things that they're in there for. You see it a lot of times, and it's heartbreaking that yeah, okay, they've broken the law and those sort of things. But the thing is that I don't believe our jail systems, and this is probably a conversation for another night. Um, our jail system isn't set up for rehab, brother. It's about punishment, and
Mm,
like if we look at how many people are in for what we might call silly offences, it it sort of blows your mind. And I know from doing
mm,
that work with Megan Williams last year with the ombudsman's office, that to see how many what you would call silly
mm,
offences, it just it sort of opened my eyes up because we've done a lot of work in the prison system over the years, but to actually get in there and work with the ombudsman's office was
mm.
um, I'm not going to say it was special because it was horrible to be
No,
honest.
no, it's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I think that if you get a chance, and if we can do something, especially for our people inside, that like you say, are locked up just because they didn't pay a fine or whatever. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
get them to start
100%, brother,
time.
hundred
So if
percent.
we can get, yeah, if you know anyone, if anyone out there who's listening to us tonight, if you know how to get to people, just make sure you wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from us, JB and CJ. We're
Yeah,
thinking of you guys in there. Yeah.
definitely, brother, and I think that's really important. And like if we're able to have a like at some stage have a yarn to Deb's son as well, I mean we can do that as well. Our phones are always on. It's
Mm,
I suppose it's a old adage, as well. I mean, there's no 9 to 5 jobs in these
no,
sort of work that we do. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
so
we're happy to if that's going to help Deb's son, we're happy to have a yarn as well. Even if it's for a
mm.
couple of minutes. Just to
Yeah, absolutely. And
reassure. So
yeah, I see Deb now. She says, "You guys are so wonderful in what you do, and I feel comfortable to chat about this." And the reason he's in jail now is because he missed 2 court dates, and they
yeah.
came to arrest him. So minor charges, if it was. So you know, that's pretty tough. That's pretty rough. That's you know, uh,
Hey, and Deb, how old is your son? Can I just
let
ask
us
that?
know how old he is. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, look, Deb, yeah, how old he is, but let him know that
Yeah, we're there.
we're
If
thinking of him and wishing him a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year,
yeah, hundred
and
percent.
and to all our our inmates in there, all our incarcerated family and friends, and Yeah, definitely. Wishing them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He's 41. Like, yeah, so, and 41, what are you doing, and why would you, anyway, it's ridiculous. Anyway, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's kind of like any age, really. But I'm just thinking, wow, how can you do that to someone, really?
Well,
Of course, he missed a couple of court appearances.
well, and that's what I was saying before, brother. I mean, like to see, those lads in there, it's just horrible, So,
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 that's right. But look, brother, I know that we're only going to be on here for a short
yep.
stint today. So, once again, wishing everyone, wherever you are, if you're with family or if you're by yourself, wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I know that next Monday is the 30th or the 31st. No, it's the 30th, I think. And we'll be back online on next Monday, mate.
Yeah, why not, brother? Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, okay. What we'll do is we'll do a bit of a recap on the year and talk about some of the things we did during the year, some of the some of the great conversations we had. For me, it was also about, especially after 2023, where some decisions went against the grain a bit. New governments have come in this year, and people are struggling, doing it tough, I suppose. So that's the reason why I guess JB and myself we're kind of really busy trying to improve our life opportunities, I suppose, or our lives of the lives of people. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe next Monday we'll do a bit of a recap on 2024. Yeah, because I think that
we might have to do a bit of research back on remembering the year because, to be honest, for me, even with our work with Mibbenbar, I wouldn't, in my wildest dreams, thought it had been so busy and so many communities visited. So
oh
I
yeah, definitely.
can't wait to have a look back through the year just to see some of those guests that we had on and the
Yep.
interesting topics that people talk about, brother. So.
Yeah, and the number of locations we've come in from, you know what I mean, to do this because
And I think that's the thing too, brother. Like it hasn't been all bells and whistles, has it? I mean, it's
no,
like at any one time, we one of us could be traveling or both of us at the same time. So yeah, it makes it hard, but we're so passionate about it that
yeah,
we just love doing it. So
yeah,
yeah,
definitely, mate. Yeah, and as much as we'd like to be able to be here every Monday, sometimes it's not possible, but we try and get back at the following Monday or even something during the week. You know what I mean? So, but the reason we probably don't get together is we're out there doing stuff, I suppose.
yeah. Well,
Working the community.
and I think we got to take that as a positive rather than a
Yeah,
negative.
that's right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes we miss, but not much we can do about it. So
Not much we can do about it, mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's what I like to call hashtag no regrets, brother. So
Hashtag no regrets. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, JB, you and Lisa, LB, Merry Christmas. Wish you guys all the best. Your families as well. So I hope you guys have a very a lovely time, catching up and doing whatever you do. So that's from my family, from Michelle and I, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's you guys.
And same from us, brother. You and MJ have a beautiful, trip down south, and come back up, and all that sort of stuff, and just have the best time, and just relax and enjoy, brother.
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
we're going to do over the next bit. Is
Yeah.
not much work, relax a bit. I'm 4 weeks post my ankle fracture, so I'm hoping to.
Ooh,
I had a couple of walks during the week. Still a little bit painful, but I'm hoping to get back into running very soon. So
yeah,
see how we
yeah.
go.
See
I'll
how
let
you
you
go,
know.
mate. You'll be right. One
Yeah,
step at a time, mate. One step at a
yeah,
time. It'll get
yeah.
better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for all your comments, and
Thanks, everyone.
thank you, everyone. And we'll see you on
Love
next
everyone.
Monday.
See you next Monday.
Yeah, last
Thanks,
one for
CJ.
2024.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, bro.